This episode of Dungeons and Dorkheads is brought to you by Green Man Gaming. Head down to the link below to get some fantastic deals on video games and shop with confidence, knowing that every game on this site comes directly from publishers and you get a fantastic deal in the process. Not only that, this video is also brought to you by XSplit. Head down to the other link down there and get in on the fantastic family of products that XSplit has to offer, including XSplit Broadcaster, which is a fantastic program for live streaming, video recording, and even making this video that you're watching right now. Head down to the link below. And let's not forget, this show wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the great people making Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Head down to the link below. Foundry Virtual Tabletop is perfect for all of your virtual tabletop needs. It's very easy to set up, very easy to mod, very easy to get all of your game systems working, including D&D 1st Edition, D&D 5th Edition, Pathfinder, Fallout Pen and Paper, even Bunkers and Badasses. Head down to the link below and try out Foundry Virtual Tabletop absolutely free. And last but certainly not least, we need to give a big shout out to the folks at ForgottenAdventures.net for their dedication to the craft of map-making assets, virtual tokens, battle maps, Clip Studio brushes, and builder packs, all available on ForgottenAdventures.net. Link down below in the description.
Held it in this time.
Looks at you, Relic.
That rooster check was for.
You are the one who took the stone.
Yeah.
Looks over at Gale. I see that Plan B must be enacted. And she looks up and is like, yes, although circumstances have changed, I don't believe you'll be able to become Dragon Lord at this rate. And Gale looks at you. Do you understand now?
But is this like his phylactery or?
It's good guess, but no. What you hold is a draconic shard. It holds the spirit of Sindar. When he fell, I specifically asked that the body not be disturbed, which was very difficult with certain members of my sister's party, but regardless, it is because this gem was embedded in his chest. Sort of a backup plan should the worst come to pass for him, which it did.
So it was just left at the top of a mountain surrounded by cultists?
I don't know about cultists, and she gets interrupted. I do. You must be wondering why my lair linked to such a place. And this is not appropriate music for this. Yeah, this will work. Does Relic say anything?
No, Relic is just listening.
The ancient temple you stumbled across. Where are my notes here? Fuck, I lost my train of thought. This is supposed to be really big.
Huzzah!
Get fucked, idiot!
The train has stopped.
The train?
The train has derailed.
I mean, there isn't a train yet.
The train will derail!
Is that a threat?
No!
Maybe.
Okay, here we go. The illithid threat is not the only means of evil prevailing over this realm. What do you know of the Circle of Veen?
What does Relic know of the Circle of Veen?
Mostly what you learned in that temple. Adeline did take a lot of notes. You know that they are more or less a secret society. Some say that they are the most powerful beings in the Hollow. Others say they were nothing but conspiracy theorists and archaeologists. But they did seek a more peaceful existence with the surface world. This was ages and ages and ages ago.
Relic is going to, like, say that back
Okay.
in an attempt to, like, impress the dragon.
You know the basics. What you do not know is that they are also the guardians of another means to bring forth the end of days. The tower, the crystals. Tell me, have they fallen into the wrong hands?
Seeing as how we don't know any of that, I don't... Maybe? The end of the days haven't come yet.
Then there is time. Good. Tell me, do you seek the crystals?
I mean... Relic kind of looks over to Adeline. Relic turns back to the dragon. Sure.
As you look over at Adeline... no, she's scared shitless.
Great.
Alright, what did you say? Sorry?
Relic just said sure.
Looks down at you. Perhaps our goals are aligned. You will aid me in retrieving them.
Relic turns and looks towards Gale.
She...
Like, does Gale look like she's about to attack Relic for saying yes, or...
Actually, she's got this look on her face like this is business as usual.
That's weird.
Doesn't look like she's about to attack you. In fact, she doesn't even have a weapon on her. But she does look at you and say, well, you better go get those crystals then.
So, where do I start looking for her?
seeds, don't you? I believe your friends are in there getting them right now.
Oh.
I know very little. Me and my master briefly sought the crystals as a means to combat the Illithid threat, but in the end, there wasn't enough time. Relic.
Oh, I forgot. Push to talk. Relic kind of looks at the crystal again and says, "So, will I get more like powers if I collect more of these crystals? Like this one seems to be doing a little something, but like, is there more that I could get to help with this quest?"
Singar looks down at you and says, "There is but only one, but I can teach you to harness its power."
Okay.
All in due time.
Relic shrugs and looks at Gale, and then kind of looks back at Singar. So, am I gonna be able to like summon you or something? That'd be neat.
Perhaps one day you will have this power. It is actually fairly basic. So yeah, you will definitely get that.
Well, this is gonna be
However,
a great time.
I will not be able to aid in combat in this form.
Yeah.
That is not to say I won't be able to enhance your own capabilities.
Yeah.
Though it pains me to say this, for the time, I may very well be at your mercy.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll certainly see how that goes. I promise that I won't be cruel.
See to it, you are not. And the magical energy surrounding him eventually fades away and right on back into the crystal. And you notice it's glowing a little bit brighter than it was before.
Relic licks it.
Still tastes the same.
Yeah.
Gale watches this and is like, "Stop licking the dang thing!"
But it's glowing.
Yes, and if you'll allow me, and she casts Firebolt at you.
Okay.
As you brace for that particular impact, this field of energy appears around you that blocks it completely.
Hey, Chucklebugs.
Your staff now has a shield that makes you immune to fire.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Relic now has fire immunity?
As long as you are holding this staff, basically, yeah.
So
Holy
you
shit.
can Fireball yourself.
Yeah, like I said, you were supposed to come here way later.
That's better we came here first.
That's why you're getting all this overpowered stuff.
Wait.
I guess swap into the other party now?
Sure. Okay, so, Matthew, Virgil, and Amelia in Sandra's office. She starts by digging through a drawer, and she's like, here it is. The old subrail maps. And she lays it out across the desk. Or does not, because it's 27 megabytes and I can't link it in Discord. Alright, hold your horses. Technical difficulties. Okay, so, Subrail map, gonna go, switch the music too. Okay, so she rolls out this Subrail map, which you guys can access now, but it's blank. What? Okay, just to be sure, is it blank for everybody else?
I don't have vision.
Of course you don't.
I don't have a token with vision in the scene.
Yep. No token.
Oh my god, I found the fucking smaller one. Okay. Okay, Dungeon of Roleplay. She rolls out this map. Okay, so, this is the, subrails as it used to be. Now...
big black, blank map.
Dungeon of Roleplay, Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is as it used to be. The green line would go all the way south to the Obsidian Hold. Let's see. Alright, it's worth noting, I had to do extensive research on this when I was writing my book. Now, unfortunately, it was pointless because most of the tunnels collapsed. Most of them. You said you were looking for a train?
One that goes round and round.
Wait. Oh, there it is.
Round and never stops?
It
Indeed.
stops between the three great keeps: Stoneholm, Iron Ridge, and Grant.
Okay, that narrows it down. If it goes round and never stops, the red line would be the best option.
Okay.
So... Let me think. I was in Iron Ridge researching this topic. I asked to see one of the subrail stations, but notably they said no. So I went to Granite Keep and asked to see theirs, and they said yes.
Oh.
I don't know about you, but that seems awfully suspicious.
Maybe there's something dangerous down there that most keeps don't want people knowing.
That, or maybe that's where you'll find your secret train.
Maybe.
That's the best lead I have.
Well, this does help. This does help where it will stop.
Right,
Although
so...
there seems to be a fourth point it stops, which I don't remember that being listed. I just heard they stop at 3 points.
the Barthmont station was destroyed.
That explains a lot. Thank you for that answer.
In fact, most of the stations are now destroyed. A few of them were converted into storage or other various things, but other than that, there aren't really any active lines, at least none that I know of.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Aside from maybe your train that goes round and never stops.
So wait, you said what keep was destroyed, or what point was destroyed?
Granite Keep and Stoneholm, they let me see their stations, no problem, but Iron Ridge, they said no.
Okay.
Almost like they had something to hide.
You also said that one of these points does not work anymore. Which one was that?
Look, basically, what I'm saying is if you were looking for a train, you might try the station in Iron Ridge.
Okay.
I'm what you might consider lawful good, but maybe try a little bit of the old B&E. I mean, I gotta look at the place. It's just boarded up, so...
Matthew's just like vacantly staring. B&E, what could that mean?
Breaking and entering.
Oh. Like a crime.
Does it go against your moral compass?
Do you have feelings about that, Virgil?
It's... You know, I understand why one would commit a crime. It just depends.
I mean, usually I'm okay.
I mean,
Like,
I'm with you there. If we
some
have good enough
laws, if it's
reason,
for the greater good, so
yeah, that's where I'm
at.
at.
Breaking enter, then sure. So
Yep, so be it. If it's for the greater good, I'm willing to, because, I mean, we got a war on our hands. Also, Peppermint coming into the room and Virgil didn't immediately notice, so he turns around and just goes, "What the fuck?"
Oh, how did you get here?
He was not. He did not expect to turn and see the golem.
He sticks out his hand and he's holding a gumdrop. Candy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sandra looks over and is like, trust me, just take it.
Thank you.
Okay. I take the
Hey, yo, Matthew, isn't it Flavor Day?
It is.
Here, have a good drop.
Pops at him and starts chewing on it.
And Virgil like puts his chin on Matthew's like shoulder, like just being really extra about it.
It is sweet.
Is it sickeningly sweet?
Matthew Jacobs, it tastes like clay.
Just like home.
Just like home.
Well, what have you been? On second thought, sweet girl. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised.
How does it taste like home? It's a gumdrop.
Sandra looks over at you and she's like, you didn't have to eat it, you just had to take it. He likes to give people weird flavors.
Huh.
What flavor was that? What flavor was it?
What color was the wrapper?
It tastes like clay.
Oh, then that's the clay
Fucking
one.
Christ!
Yeah, that's the
Really,
clay flavor.
Virgil.
It
Usually Virgil's like, God damn it.
Can I question what flavors peppermint gives?
You could ask.
Okay. No, that is pretty much what I was asking Sandra.
Well, he's known for 3 of them. Clay is a common one. There's cheese. Tomato?
We maybe we'll need a small bag of play gumdrops for this one. So we can have a
notices
treat.
that I'm
Like a
still
treat.
chewing.
Like, yeah, like, and Virgil goes like, so he can have a treat once in a while, and there's like big quotation mark.
I think
So
I'm
we can
fine.
have a treat when it's not Flavor Day.
The flavors, to be honest.
You're a strange bunch.
Yeah. A little bit.
Just like, fuck it, he
But
can have
I
this
mean-
one. I'm not gonna question it.
I mean, aren't all adventuring parties? I mean, I've read of yours.
I've read a lot about adventuring parties. Are oftentimes
You guys are in.
very weird.
You guys are in deeper than most that I've met.
I mean,
Yeah, we were in a cave.
we come from the adventuring guild. Lot of weird people.
Ah, so they finally rebuilt.
Yes. We are with the adventuring guild. That's
Yes.
kind of how we came to discover your dagger.
Tell me,
Yeah, after the Adventurers Guild decided to destroy a tower of a ship, and we fell into a pit.
oh good, they're
Yeah,
still
there's-
crashing airships. Wonderful.
Yeah, it was interesting. There's a war going on, so that's kind of
Yes,
kinda what that's
I've
at.
heard. I've been tempted to go over
On
and
the other continent. or
lend
not the
my
other
bow, but we have a rule around here that we don't adventure during harvest season, which is coming up.
continent. Okay.
That's why I don't pay home.
Understandable.
But I can render aid however I can. Tell me something. How is Siler these days? You all remember Siler as the goblin
is he the-
assistant to the
Oh.
to Gunthorian. He had a Scottish accent.
Yeah, I think I
Quite
remember him. He's the
well.
one who gave us the ship, I believe.
Yes.
So he's in the airship rental business now then. He's come a long way since the Battle of the Gnome Lands.
Oh wait, what did he do during the Battle of the Gnome Lands?
He didn't tell you? He was there.
He mentioned it briefly, but didn't go into detail. Like, he mentioned that he was there, but not much else.
3rd Goblin Infantry Regiment.
Well, he seems to be doing quite well now, so that's good.
It's good to see he's still alive.
Yep,
Right,
he's
anyway.
still kicking.
I think I can help you folks along the way. Let me see. Amelia, your name was?
Yes, that is my.
You can cast Identify, right?
Let me go see what I have in my spell book. Yes, I do indeed have Identify.
Okay, this should help. And she reaches into her desk and tosses you a pearl worth 100 gold pieces.
Oh,
You can now
thank
use this to ritual cast Identify.
okay.
Thought that would get a bigger impact.
Sorry, I'm a bit. I don't have the most emotion in the world.
Do a little better than Matthew over here.
That is true.
Right, well, will you be joining us for dinner?
Sure, why not?
I suppose.
That would be lovely. We greatly appreciate that.
It's, what was it you said? Flavor Day?
Yes,
Ah,
it is
yes, for this
Flavor
one.
Day. Every 10 day I am allowed to indulge.
Well, is that today?
If the calendars are correct.
We're going with today being Flavor Day because our calendars don't match up with his, so we just are kind of making it whatever it needs to be to make it
Okay.
work, you know?
Well, it's beef stew tonight. Not as good as the stuff they have in town, but still really, really good.
Usually I don't eat beef stew, but
Obliterated beef stew.
I forgot about that.
Right, was there anything else?
I don't think so. Gonna.
Alright.
Oh, I can't face through the wall.
Right,
Not quite, no.
Duskin, anything?
No, he's just helping out.
While in the
Relic.
kitchen, you do get hit at one point with flying debris of food that Dante is trying to like cut up or
Oh
mash.
crap!
So you are occasionally getting hit with food.
Dante, sweetie, let me handle that.
What? I got it. I got it.
No, you don't.
What do you mean? No, I don't. Oh. Like, Dante turns around and just sees Duskin, and there's just, like, a peppering of random shit that's just on him.
Look, man, don't let him on your side here. But I think she has it this time.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just want to be helpful. I'm not adventuring.
And before we get into that, Relic.
Yeah.
Gale looks at the two of you. So I hope this goes without saying. But my sister cannot know about this.
Oh, Adeline's a bit of a blabbermouth. We might have to kill her.
No!
No. I'd hate that.
Alright, well, you heard her, Adeline. Sounds like you can't talk anymore.
If my sister got wind of this, she would track you to the ends of the earth and smash that thing.
So is this like a bad thing, or...
Not yet.
I don't like how honest that means.
Singar sought to destroy the Dragon Lord and become the Lord of all dragons and usher in an age of dragons. I said dragons so many times in that sentence.
So, they wanted to be the Dragon King?
That's no longer an option. After the dragon hunts, our kind are few and far between. Most likely, if you do end up succeeding, Singar will attempt to reunite the dragons into something more respectable than what they are now.
So bringing back dragons.
Essentially, yes.
But are dragons bad?
Not all of them. But it would be a shame for their kind to die out so pitifully.
So essentially I'm saving an endangered species.
Not quite endangered yet, but getting close.
So that means that this can be a tax write-off. Conservationalism.
I mean, if you're motivated by that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, isn't everyone? That's how the human capitalism works, isn't it? Or maybe it's because you're not human.
I spent a great deal of time with Singar. This is most likely his next course of action.
Don't dragons really like coin?
Unquestionably.
Yeah, so then obviously you'd find ways to keep your coin and get around taxes.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Alright, conservational effort started. Let's do it. Let's save the dragons. I am going to be the dragon savior, and maybe one of these days I can ride a dragon. That'd be really cool.
I have done that. It is indeed very cool.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You
Wait a minute.
spend Shit, how long did she spend with him?
Many years.
It's 15. You spend 15 years working for a dragon lord. Yes, I have ridden him. Not like that!
Oh, did you hear the laughing on my muted mic or something? The hysterical, snickering.
God damn it!
I
I fucking knew it. Your mic was muted, but I knew it.
I'm eating beef stroganoff over here, and I'm trying to not, spit it out with this conversation.
Someone's stroking off, all right.
Hell yeah, brother! Just on par here with Amelia on the couch muttering, I think that person's trying to seduce them just to find out it's a fucking deity that she's talking about. Just, oh shit.
Sorry.
This is why we keep our thoughts on the inside!
Yes, it is. So it's all to the lady and Sandra's son in the same stream.
I can
I
heal
don't
you!
get
She's trying to fuck you, run! Amelia over in the corner. It's just like, what?
Anyway.
Gale looks at you, Relic. I could teach you the basics of how to control this power.
It sounds neat.
It is. I don't know if we'll have time now, but you're magically inclined. You're attending Magic Market, right?
Yes.
Me and my nephew is the word here. Me and my nephew will be there selling wine. We can discuss more there.
That sounds like a good time.
We should give you.
We get bottles to go.
You would have to discuss that with my sister.
Oh, I just thought since, it's a family thing, it's like...
I mean, yeah, it's a family business, but she primarily runs it,
Okay, is she, really forthcoming when it comes to, giving things to people? I mean, she, gave me your book, but I was, kind of playing that up because I did want a signed copy, Speaking of which, can you sign this? Relic pulls out the book that's been signed by Cassandra and Dante and Sandra.
Which one is this again?
Sandra's Guide to Adia.
Okay, it's Sandra's guide. She looks at it as I... Do you have a pen?
Oh, yeah, also, can you sign my other book as well? Relic also pulls out the version, the signed Wild Whirlwinds Adventure. You do make an appearance in this book as well, so I just thought,
Oh, I know. I was one of the antagonists for a while.
Oh yeah, I know, I was the bad guy.
I liked your plotline personally.
Thank you. She
Thank you, it sucked.
She signs your 2 books and the book that Adeline hands her as well, and it's just a lot of signatures going around today, and she's like, no one ever asks me to sign anything. This is a first.
Well, I mean, it's not every day that you meet history.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but I suppose. Just remember, not a word to my sister.
Relic just prestidigitates his zipper over his mouth.
And if it can be helped, try to not let him usher in an age of dragons like he was planning to originally.
I mean, wasn't there something about a chair?
Yes, but an Age of Dragons would have been unsustainable. I realize that now.
Yeah, in the long run, probably not.
Thousands of dragons flying around all over the place. Goddess, that would be...
I feel sorry for
collapsed
the
all of
local bird
civilization.
population.
Think of all the poop.
Can you imagine them taking all the gold? God, the economy.
And the poop. Like, you wouldn't even be able to go outside without an umbrella. Would an umbrella even help in that situation?
Not when that shit hits terminal velocity.
Well, I've never seen rain like this before.
I think...
Dead by a massive shit just hitting
I
you.
think dinner's almost ready, so can we not?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Fair.
And the three of you head back to the house. And I will say, for the sake of brevity, dinner is served. It's this very nice beef stew. Very savory broth. The meat, it's very rich. The vegetables, it's actually a really, really nice stew. And as the evening comes to a close, Sandra looks at your group and says, "So, will you be staying in town this evening, or?"
Wait a minute, I'm allergic to meat. No, I'm kidding.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
There is a meatless version of the stew that they prepare for you. Like,
Okay.
you didn't ask specifically, but they knew. It's like they've dealt with this before. They just look at you and they're like, "We had a party member who was vegan. We get it. Don't worry."
Oh, okay.
So, will you all be staying in town for the evening, or?
Yes, we have to make arrangements before we leave.
I see. In that case, here, and she grabs a piece of paper and scribbles something down, and she's like, "There's an inn in town. There's directions on the paper. Just show the innkeeper this. She owes me a favor after I save the town."
Okay.
And also, you can tell
Wait,
her
how
that
long ago was this? Would they still be around?
it's only 30 years ago.
Okay.
Trust
They may
me,
have
she's
retired.
still there. It's a small town.
Okay.
People stick around for a while.
So
Sounds
send
good. We
them
greatly
this
appreciate
note to the innkeeper saying you saved the town. That's what you're saying, right?
Just show her.
We just show them the note.
Just show
and-
her
okay.
the note and tell her after this we're even.
Sounds good. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. And if
And
you
thank you
ever
for the help with the subways.
if you ever need anything else, as long as it's after harvest season, just send a. You guys know sending probably, or you will at some
I
point.
think one of us does know sending.
One way or another, we'll figure it out.
We're just a message away, and I have a certain husband chomping at the bits to go save the world again.
Harvesting season's so boring.
We have to. We can't just leave the grapes to die.
I obviously wouldn't leave them to die, but I want to save things. I want to do
I
stuff.
know, and we will. We just. We also have our domestic responsibilities.
I know. That's why I come back.
Peppermint looks at you and is like, grape.
I know, Peppermint. Dante's just being really dramatic.
Amelia pats Peppermint. Good boy.
Peppermint's a bed.
Well, good luck.
It's an important
Can
question.
Mother with you.
Yes, Relic.
How's Duskin doing?
Oh no, so dusky.
You helped with
He's-
dinner. You stayed for dinner. Then what?
So the party would know him as an absolute mess at the dinner table.
And Dante's
But-
all fucking for it.
But not here. You see, he is restraining himself. Like, he is struggling, but he's trying to be as proper and nice as possible without creating a mess. And
Meanwhile, Dante's making an absolute fucking disaster of the situation in front of him. Because he was hungry.
Yes.
but throughout the whole thing, like, he's not good at hiding this. He just keeps glancing over at Cassandra.
She, like, throughout all of this, has a very gentle look about her. She's very gracious.
We have two party members completely just fucking distracted this whole time. Duskin constantly looking at Sandra, or Cassandra, and then you have fucking Virgil constantly looking at Dante. Just like
Yeah, it's,
facing redder every time. Just like, oh god.
Sandra's like, I know,
Yep.
it's very confusing, so most of the time I call her mom.
As you can tell, he is nervous throughout this whole experience. Very unlike him.
And Sandra looks at you, Amelia, about that Thieves Guild thing.
Oh, right. What about it?
If you could meet me at this address tomorrow, I think we can sort something out. And she slips you a piece of paper.
Okay. I'll write it down.
There's a time and everything on it. Well, good luck to you all.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll be needing it.
All right. And the party heads off to... Let me see here. What?
Fucking cat.
Okay, who's seducing who?
Duskin's going to
No, this is
fuck your
Eric.
mom.
I mean, Eric saying, and now he's trying to seduce her, and then just, oh no, followed by the, oh my god, please, and so I put in this, seduce me!
And this, seeing as how you guys basically probably got the lay of the land of this place, I'm just gonna give you the world anvil for sure, Thor.
Yippee.
So yeah, the party heads back off across the bridge, and you guys head off to the Wild Wendigo. It's the only real inn sure Thor has to offer, but it's still comfortable and affordable.
Okay.
Unless you guys wish to go somewhere else first.
Well, it's late. Let's go to the place
Duskin.
that we're told to go to.
So, yep, he's not gonna sneak away this time. He just sticks with the party.
Okay. So, you all head off to the Wild Wendigo. And simple enough, I'll say, for the sake of brevity. It's like, yeah, you show her the note. You say, yeah, Sandra sent us, and she's like, all right, I'll hook you up with a couple rooms, and they are comfortable, and, like, it's nothing amazing, but it's a small town.
I guess it's fine for me. I don't really sleep, so.
You realize you are in a town full of elves who don't sleep either.
Oh.
I'm surprised this place is still in business.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't even think about this, yeah.
More of a, the napping room.
They only rent the room for 4 hours.
It's basically like, love hotel logic, where it's just like, yeah, you get the room for a couple hours.
Oh, I didn't
It's
think
a
about
cheap
that.
country.
That's
Well,
fine.
either that or just because you only sleep for 4 hours doesn't mean you can't choose
Stay.
to sleep for longer.
Yeah,
Or
I
like
guess
do
that's
something else during the extra 4 hours. if
Do a
you
double
want it.
trance.
true.
Yeah.
Do a double trance.
Sleep,
like-
then meditate.
Like, you can do a double trance, or you can use that 4 hours to do something. I mean, it's 4 hours. It's
Conveniently for you, Matthew also 4 hours sleeps. For other reasons.
Yeah, just look at the
I-
bags in his eyes.
right. And as for Relic's comment on this place still being in business, let's see, make an insight check.
I'm a half drow, so unfortunately I still need 8 hours.
It's hard to figure out how this place is still in business, but it might have something to do with the fact that there are 2 world-saving heroes living in town that might have increased the tourism and foot traffic.
I can see that. I've always wanted to meet my heroes.
Right, so was there anything else before the party takes a long rest?
Nighttime rituals.
Okay. I don't know what those are.
No, that's just like a generalization.
We
Alright.
both are praying before we rest, basically. I do mine, he does his.
Alright. And before we go any further, is everybody good?
I mean, I could take a quick bathroom break.
Yeah. Do we want a break?
Sure.
A quick.
Alright, cool. Meet back in a couple minutes. And we are back. You all have a good night's rest. We can all go ahead and hit that long rest button.
Woo!
Morning comes. There's a very light, misty fog over the forest as you looking out the window, taking in the morning light.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Remind me again what that is.
That is my portent.
Okay. I'll probably ask you 40 more times. Because I'll keep forgetting. So sorry. So, there is a continental breakfast. If anyone wishes to partake of that. But
How late is the continental breakfast open?
it closes at 10.
Gosh, yeah, Relic sleeps through it.
Virgil.
sleepy
wait,
ass little.
Virgil makes an extra plate for when he wakes up.
Aw.
Bless. This is teamwork.
Yeah. Virgil's still big brothering over here.
All right, so what does the party wish to do?
Well, I already said I was eating continental breakfast. Heavily doubt any of my spell books that were stolen are here. I don't think this is a place I would find. Well, maybe. Depends on what Sandra's telling me. So,
Would you like to try?
sure. Why not?
Okay, so you know that there isn't a magic shop here, but there is a bookstore.
Oh, I didn't roll yet.
Oh, no, she told you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
She
Ask
regaled you.
people!
She regaled you with a whole bunch of stuff over dinner. We'll say that.
Ask
Okay.
for directions, come on!
Right, so you head to the bookstore. It's not big. And the librarian is there, and she's like, hello, can I help you?
Well, I've been looking for stolen books that were taken from me. So, somebody pointed me here to see if I could find something about this. So,
What is the name of the author?
Amelia Holwyn.
Holwyn's. It's not an author I'm familiar with, I'm afraid.
Okay, this curious. Sorry.
You might try Wizard City, or
I did try that recently.
Alvania would be closer.
Sure, I can see that being in Albania. See some books being there. Yeah.
Was there anything else?
Thank you for your help.
Okay. Anything else?
Not that I'm aware of.
Does anyone want to run around in town or anything?
Not for the moment.
Sitting about breakfast, I'll turn to Relic and be like, so I'm curious, what were you pulled aside for?
Yeah, what was that about?
Oh yeah, Rock was pulled aside.
She likes my rock. Relic points to the Dragonstone.
Interesting thing to need to say in private?
Yeah, it's kind of a secret thing. They're apparently more rocks, and because I have one, I need to go find the others.
There is only one rock. She told you this.
I figured that you're making shit up at this point.
Was he lying?
Slightly.
Make a deception. Roll deception.
Deceive me!
Okay, I need to
Deceive
see what mine.
I
Oh.
assume against insight.
Yeah, you don't believe him.
Matthew's like, I fucking know.
You don't believe him.
It's an immediate, I don't believe that for a fucking second.
You don't believe him.
Oh,
at
I
all.
can just use my passive
Yes.
insight. I'll instantly know because my passive insight's 12.
Matthew is just like
Yeah, no.
I
You,
he
don't
says
really
that-
believe you, Rock.
he says that he's like, oh yeah, that makes sense, but like there's something like you could tell that he doesn't believe you.
Virgil, with passive insight, just looks at him. Really? It's giving him that look that's just like, come on, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it, but
Matthew over here, like, hey, I'm not trying to start up, dude.
About.
Hey, I was told not to tell other people, so I don't know what you want from me.
no. I said I believe you.
Roll
Roll for deception,
Oh, yeah,
Matthew.
totally.
Oh no, I believe you. Bunch of fucking liars at this goddamn table.
Yeah, Virgil, you've been around Matthew for a while now, and you could tell he's lying.
Matthew.
Like, his face changes, but very slightly.
Very
It
slightly.
changes to a slightly different color of gray.
Yeah, just the twinge in the face or whatever, you know.
No, he's. Aren't you more like a more ghostly kind of white, or just like very very pale?
Very, very pale.
Yeah, he's
you know.
incredibly pale. I'm like corpse slate gray.
I just look like somebody who is not well acquainted with the sun.
Yeah. I just imagine the inflection in your voice was questionable enough, and I'm just like,
Yeah, no.
God, fucking everybody's lying at this table. Whatever. So long as it's nothing dangerous, that's my concern. Because you keep licking that fucking thing.
I mean, is adventuring safe?
No, but there is a way to
not-
mitigate the level of danger that you're in while adventuring.
Yeah, I don't
You know,
think looking
it's
unknown
like the
objects from
seatbelt
bizarre
on the
places is a good
airship.
idea.
It's like seatbelts on the airship. Like, you're safer when you have those on to mitigate the danger. Otherwise, it's always dangerous to be on
Yeah,
the
but no
airship.
one wears seatbelts on an airship.
We did when we first landed.
But that was a special circumstance.
I did it.
How is it a special circumstance? Like, you were even
You
sat
s-
next to the bear and everything.
That airship crashed into the fort.
No, the first airship we were on, we had to wear our seatbelts, remember? Even the owlbear put theirs on.
That was only for the landing.
Exactly,
Also, there
put
was
those
like
on.
100 people on that.
Exactly, but it's still to mitigate. It's to mitigate the danger. You can mitigate
Although
the
now I
amount
have
of
to
danger
wonder how
you
many
in.
people have fallen off an airship. Huh. I'm gonna say a high number. I'm gonna be very mean.
I mean, probably, yeah.
You have heard tales of harpies attacking airships and using their charming voice to lure sky sailors off the edge.
I wasn't gonna say
Cyrus in the
seduce, but this.
sky. Seduce me.
And the down bad award goes to.
Yeah, he quite literally is down bad. He fell off the ship.
And hey, they can lure you with anything.
That
It
is
doesn't
true.
have to be with themselves. They could be offering you unlimited breadsticks, and you'd be like, "Oh fuck yeah!" and just go. Right
Finally,
ahead.
an unlimited breadsticks Olive Garden.
Damn right.
Just need some Olive Garden. Anyway, are we good to leave Shurthor?
Well, we're gonna meet up
I
with
believe so, 'cause-
Sandra first.
Yeah, because they were pulling some strings for us.
Amelia,
Mhm.
the time comes and you go to the address that is provided, and you end up at a small coffee shop down the end of a
The fucking coffee shop.
kinda shady alleyway called the Midnight Grind. And Sandra is outside, leaned up against a wall, waiting for you.
Hi.
There you are. Okay, so let me do the talking initially. Okay?
Okay.
You do thumbs up. And she goes inside. Do you follow?
Yes.
Sits down at the counter, orders the house blend. Do you order
And
anything?
I guess I'll. Lead platinum. So I guess I can order something. Sure, I'll order just, I guess, I'll just go for regular coffee.
Okay. Doesn't take long. You sit there in silence for an uncomfortably long time until Sandra is finally, she speaks up and she's like, Orager buddy, we need a favor. And the proprietor behind the counter turns and looks and says, "There's another one of your friends in the know?" Sandra nods. And he looks at you and he's like, "What?"
Have you heard of the Blood Blade Gang?
My memory's a little fuzzy.
Gives him a platinum.
Seriously?
Oh.
I mean, usually they're asking for money if they say their memory is fuzzy. I guess I'll just give them 5
Platinum
gold.
is like a bajillion.
Okay, I'll give them 5 gold. How about that? Instead.
He
I don't know.
looks at that, looks at you, and he says, "You know, I think I'm starting to remember. Yeah. Yeah, alright, yeah. Blood Blades. Haven't heard that name in a very long time, actually. They mostly... I know they have a branch that operates out of Edgeville, but, they're... Oh, God, wait, no, there was a larger branch. Where were they? They were... Oh, it was really, really south, actually. It was, Saisho Hikari, I believe it was. The floating city.
Okay.
Other than that, they do run operations out of Arkgend and Barrettmore, but I'm not sure so much about Barrettmore. I think they finally got driven out of there. Why do you need? Why are you curious anyway?
Just trying to find somebody.
Aren't we all? Sandra here has been looking for someone who stole her wallet a while back, and still haven't found them.
Maybe the Blood Blade Gang.
If-
Blade
if I-
Gang has it. I don't
If
know.
I may ask, who are you looking for?
Somebody whose name is Deathstalk.
Is what?
His code name is Deathstalk. Like he stalks like deaths. He sees deaths and tries to also kill and whatnot.
Death Stalk.
Sure.
Is he new?
So you've never heard.
No, I can't say I have.
Okay then, that's good to know. I was just curious if you have heard.
We're a small branch of the guild. We don't have the higher connections that some of our larger associate branches do.
Okay, so I'll have to check somewhere else.
I could keep an ear to the ground if you like.
Sure, why not?
Gives you a nod. Right. The coffee isn't free, by the way.
Oh, I already gave you a gold for it. Is that enough?
That is more.
You were planning to pay for your coffee with the 5 gold?
No, the 5 gold was essentially to prog his memory. The extra gold is for the coffee. 'Cause that's all I have. I don't have any silver.
Do you need change?
I guess I need change.
He gives you. He gives you. He gives you 9 silver in change.
Okay.
Because 1 gold for a cup of coffee?
That's
That better be the
That's like
greatest
buying-
coffee in the.
that's like buying
I
the
don't.
whole
I didn't have
bag.
any silver on me. That's
That's
the
fine,
only
It's fine.
reason.
You get 9 silver in change.
Okay.
And
Thank you
unless
for the help.
there was anything else.
No, I think that's it.
Okay. You rejoin the group. And I assume everyone makes their way to the airship.
Mm-hmm.
You all head back to the Fat Rat, I believe you named it.
Yes.
Quite appropriately. Sandra does go with you just to see you off. You folks being probably the most interesting group to come by in quite a while.
Does she bring any wine as a going away gift?
As a matter of fact, there are 2 bottles that she
Amazing.
hands you, Matthew.
Oh, thank you.
Least I can do after I shattered your mind, as it were.
After a long conversation with Virgil, I have grounded myself.
Well, that's good. Because you know there's more than just your god, yeah?
Yes.
There's at least 50.
There's only 2 from where I come from, but I've learned there are more.
You are a strange fellow.
I think that's not the only time he's been called that.
You should really consider using corpses as a fertilizer.
That seems a bit
completely off.
extreme.
Completely, left field, comment before he leaves.
That seems a bit extreme.
Guess that's kind of messed up, but I guess that makes
I'm gonna
sense.
stick to the regular stuff, but thanks for the advice.
Rich in nutrients.
She,
The vibe went to 100 to 0.
she's got a smile on her face, but you can tell she's
I'm very nervous. Smile.
becoming uncomfortable with this
Like a
line of
Matthew smile.
conversation. Helmsman looks over at you too. What did he say?
Nothing.
Okay. Well. Anyway. Again, if things get really bad out there, just we're a quick sending message away. We'll come running. Or at least, well, Dante will come running.
Oh, I hope he will. Virgil stops and is like, did I just say that out loud?
What?
Nothing.
Mm.
We greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Have
Thank
fun
you for
saving
helping
the
us.
world.
We'll try to.
She waves you guys off as the airship slowly ascends. The helmsman looks at you and is like, Where are we going?
Wasn't it Stoneholm? Nope, not Stoneholm. It's Iron Ridge.
Place.
I think he said Iron Ridge is a cool place.
What?
You told Matthew to not smile!
Well, Sandra was fine. Sandra was giving the awkward smile, so he thought it was fine.
No, Nervous was more like nervous.
We told you it's okay to not smile, buddy.
An
Just
image
the
of that.
slight tinge of pain in his eyes as he like full teeth smiles.
Anyway, that helmsman, here's what she said. He heard Iron Ridge. Holds out a chart. From here.
Sounds good!
As the party departs the delightful little town of Shurthor off on new adventures in the city of Iron Ridge. And that's where we're going to leave off tonight.
Well,
Good session.
Yo.
I do want to point out the Iron Ridge map is done, but this feels like a natural stopping point.
Yeah.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right. So, everyone, thank you all so much for coming. Once again, thank you to all of our players for playing once again. And you folks at home, thank you all for watching. We will see you guys next time.